And welcome back to a not so hot today. It was 57 degrees this morning in Pikeville, Kentucky. And we're at Tim Short Classic Cars, Tim Short CDJR Classic Cars, or whatever else you want to call us, as long as you don't call us late for supper. Today I've got a 1972 Pontiac GTO Judge Tribute. It's been 72, so you automatically know it's a tribute. What's a super straight car? It does have the 455 with AC on the car. The numbers don't lie. We'll see the aftermarket wheel action going on there. We'll take this little car down the road in just a minute. Doing a little walk around. Hey, how's it doing? Got sunglasses in my mouth. Could have a wide angle lens with this big head in there. Good driver quality car. Got a few little spots that I'll try to pick out here and there. It's got like a little, put these glasses on my head. It's little imperfections right there in the paint. Hard to tell on camera, but they are there. Car could use a good wet sand buff. Nice. Just add a little work down there in the quarter. Got a little bubble there. But it does come with the Tim Short Classic Cars, a Pikeville, Kentucky plate. Don't charge no extra for those guys. All my tens and tens of followers are dying to get a hold of one of those. Send me your email or send me an mailing address and I'll mail you one. Because I know you're just needing the extra leg up at a car show just for having our signs on the back. Somebody's happy today. It ain't even Friday. Heard them hollering. Left the door open today or the curtain open because it's nice and breezy out. It's like in the 70s today. Fall's getting close. Fall here in eastern Kentucky is really beautiful. They have a lot of trees. That's one thing I missed about being away from here was the trees are going to turn a little brownish action, and it gets a little dreary when the leaves fall off, but till then, we always like seeing the fall foliage. A lot of tourism around that. Got a sexy front end on this thing. If I can find the key to it, we'll take it around the block. I think that the AC's hooked up and the belt's on it. I've attached a picture of the engine because I've only got one hand as usual. But it's got a little, I never heard the blower motor kick on, so we're going to have to check the blower motor out on it. We just got this car in yesterday, guys. I just want to go ahead and stick it online for the weekend. Power steering, power brakes. And this is a scenic vacant lot. I've never driven this car. This is my first time, so my first ride along is your first ride along, or your first ride along is my first ride along, whichever you want to say it. The car stops nicely. And there we have traffic. This is scenic US 23. 23 runs all the way up through Ohio, and I don't know where it goes from there because my probation officer says I can't go that far. But all the way down through Virginia, down to near Abingdon, Virginia. Dang, little belts and wheel are got big. It's third gear. Man, this thing's strong. But you're gonna need a couple of belts, or maybe tightened up. Put these belts, I'll go ahead and do that Monday. Because this weekend, guess what? I'll be delivering cars. A lot of times, if you buy a car and you're within a 4 or 5 hour distance of us, I usually deliver it myself. That way, you can get the first-hand walk around and you get to see who the guy who sold you the car instead of buying one from a group of 40 guys that don't even own their cars somewhere in Atlanta or wherever else they're from. The thing about us, we own all of our cars. We don't do consignment. So We're not trying to work the seller just to get you a better deal. It's our own money. We put our money where our mouth is, and we do our best to put cars. I used to say put dreams in driveways. And the car's smooth. Don't look like the tack works on it. The speedometer works. The gas gauge works. Shows 70-pound oil pressure. Got a little wind noise on the side. Man, this car is just a super nice driving car. Got in a 70 model Caprice yesterday. It's getting ready to get a 20 set of 20s and lowered. A little bit of love done to it. We also got in the 31 Model A, which is a Rio coupe. Looks like a Model A, just prettier in the back end actually. We did a little, I guess you call it like A class, just a gasser look to it. It's a cool car. You check it out. That Tim Short Classics. I think I've got some pictures on the vid. We don't officially have it posted for sale yet. We always try to make sure everything's in order, paperwork and all that before we actually list a car. Because there's nothing worse than buying a car than having to wait 6 months on a title. We don't ever do that. But look how pretty the sky is today. We are in scenic Pikeville, Kentucky, as I said earlier. Home of the Hatfield McCoys, the feud. I actually live near the McCoy side of the last house that Randolph McCoy lived in, next door actually. And we're just across the river from the Hatfield. So, very storied feud in their area. A lot of books written about it. Kevin Costner even played in a movie that didn't even happen here. But anyways, this brought a lot of tourism to the area. Come in, buy this car, fly into the Pikeville International Airport up here. You can land with a rubber band and a pack of gum. It's not a big airport at all, but it's a regional airport, I guess they say. Fly into here and drive this car home, or fly into Lexington and we'll pick you up and bring you in, and then you can drive it home. This is all uphill too. This is a very steep hill. The car pulls great. There. Beautiful country. We're near the Virginia border, which means the mountains are always higher up this way than what they are down in other parts of the state and other parts of actually eastern Kentucky. Just because Virginia has some, and West Virginia, they both have some killer mountain ranges. I remember when I worked years ago for an international truck dealership, and we used to have to go to West Virginia in the fall. And it'd be like 70 degrees at the bottom of the mountain, and then when we get to the top of the mountain, where the equipment was that they were working on, there'd be snow on the ground. Just like a whole different world. That's how high the mountains are here. And there's the airport. We're gonna get out and we'll do a little walk around right here. So you can, well, there we go. On my mouth around. Look here, so far I don't think I've got my finger in the way today. It's always a plus. There she is, guys. Like I said, we try to pick out everything that we can find on the car. That way you get no surprises. And as always, give us a like, share, tag, follow, comment on us below. Let us know what we can do better in our videos. Like I said, I do it with a cell phone. We don't have no big fancy gear or anything. But also just let me know what we can do to make things better. If there's a certain car that you're hunting for, let me know. I'll do my best to find it. Give us a follow at timshortclassics.net. You should subscribe there, and all of our inventory is loaded up there 24 hours before we post them to all the marketing sites. So you kind of get the first come, first serve. And when you subscribe, we also send it out in a subscription letter. So you know what we just got in. May not be what you're hunting for, but you may know someone who can. Anyway, give us a like. Follow us on Facebook, Tim's Truck Classics. It's, I think, Tim's Truck Classics on TikTok. I'm trying to get one of those together. I'm not doing good. Like I said, I might have 4 followers. Maybe you can be number 5 if you like. Again, my name's Sean. Thank you guys for watching. Hope y'all have a great weekend that's coming up. This is Thursday. So thank y'all again. God bless. Have a great evening.